Wow, man. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. And woo! Tonight, I'm going to talk about tonight's Western Conference Semifinals, Game 6. You had the Los Angeles Clippers coming back from 25 points down in the second half to eliminate the top overall seed Utah Jazz 131 to 119, yo. Before I get into this video, man, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, I'm gonna have all excuse me, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos. So feel free to DM me. And whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy, yo. Wow. Wow, man. Literally, man. Like, Terrence Mann, yo, stepped in and started for Kawhi Leonard, the injured Kawhi Leonard. And he just had a performance for the ages tonight. 39 points for Terrence Mann, yo. Like, look, I like the Clippers coming into this series. Obviously, with Kawhi, of course. I did think they would close out tonight, but I'm gonna tell you something before I even get into Terrence Mann and Paul George and Reggie Jackson, Pat Beverly, and all these players who just absolutely contributed tonight. Somebody I made a little bit of fun of in the past, and I must say, man, Ty Lue deserves a whole lot of credit, yo. He's playing small. He's playing a small ball lineup, and he's getting every ounce of this team that he could get. This Clippers team was down 2 games to 0, going to Dallas in a game 3, down 19 in the game 3 in Dallas, and somehow they come out and win that series in 7. They turn around, they go to Utah the first 2 games, and they're down 2-0. And they won 4 straight. After game 4, Kawhi Leonard is basically out for the series. And they go to Utah and win a game 5 without Kawhi. And come home and win a game 6 without Kawhi and eliminate the team with the best record in the NBA, had the best record all year, who got Mike Conley back, in the lineup tonight. You just got to give the Clippers a lot of credit, yo. And Ty Lue with his, going small ball and all that stuff and just getting the most he could get out of this team. But yeah, Terrence Mann was spectacular tonight. Kind of looked like a little mini Kawhi. Just the way that he competed, the way he always, he's always competed, on the defensive end. But the way for him to score 39 points tonight, that's just a testament to him, to his hard work, to his staying ready, and just getting it done. Paul George, another player who we've made a whole lot of fun of, especially last year's playoff. And with Kawhi out, last game he had 37 points. Tonight he had 27. Nearly had a triple-double tonight. You got to give it to him, yo. He stepped up when his team needed them the most, and instead of shying away from big moments like he apparently did last year, this season he embraced the challenges. He embraced the opportunity to, all right, Kawhi is out, the deck is stacked against us. Let me just go out there and play and show y'all that I am an all-star and a guy that just a couple of years ago, was an MVP finalist. So shout out to Paul George for that. Reggie Jackson, another guy who over the years been always been a confident player. Like from his time back with Oklahoma City back in the day, he played with Detroit, just a guy who's always been confident, and he's starting, and he had a tremendous series. Even the games they lost, the first 2 games they lost, he was a big integral part of this basketball team, putting the ball in the basket. Shout out to Reggie Jackson for that. Patrick Beverly, like a guy who basically fell out of the rotation. Fell out of the rotation, never complained, never put his head down. And when his number was called tonight, he was spectacular. Excuse me. He hit threes. Like, he didn't just defend, he actually hit critical 3-pointers tonight, including the one that gave them the first lead after they fell down by so much. You know, just wow. What a performance by this basketball team. You know, it was inspiring though. I thought the game was over. I'm like, man, you know what? I thought the Clippers would win coming into it, but boy, do I look foolish right now. The Jazz are just blowing them out, running them out of the gym. But those guys hung in there. Those guys played ball, and I tell you what, the Clippers, I think they beat Phoenix, yo. Like with Chris Paul possibly missing a game or two or whatever, I think the Clippers. I think the Clippers are going to the finals, yo. I really think that they finally broke through and made it to a Western Conference Finals. I think this year they're going to the NBA Finals. I think they're going to win the series against the Phoenix Suns. I sincerely believe that. So shout out to the Clippers, yo. It's their time right now. It's their time in LA to finally, get it done. And for the Utah Jazz, this stings, man. Look, Donovan Mitchell is a big time player. He is a superstar. I won't go quite as far as like Stephen A. Smith said he's the best player in Jazz history right now. Maybe he ends up being that if he stays there through the duration of his career. But I tell you what, Donovan Mitchell is an absolute superstar. Gotta, get a little better on the defensive end, but offensively, he is Dwayne Wade with a 3-point shot. and with a very good 3-point shot, and that is extremely deadly. Shout out to him playing on a bum ankle. He had 39 points tonight. Another big time scoring performance by him. Jordan Clarkson, man, just went off in that second quarter, and then you ain't hear from him the rest of the game, yo. Like that's. When he was going through that barrage, I think he scored, like 17 points, straight Jazz points or something like that in a row. And for him to go through such a barrage of scoring and then to be extremely quiet in the second half, that had a lot to do with, the Clippers getting back in this thing. Mike Conley gutted out. He played tonight, but clearly he not himself. And another reason you got to give Ty Lue a lot of credit, because Rudy Gobert basically was like a liability in this game. The defensive player of the year in this game, in this series, later when the Clippers started winning games, became a liability on the defensive end because the Clippers were playing small and he couldn't really, get out there to shooters and get back in time to stop dribble drive. So you got to give Ty Lue a whole lot of credit for that. But yeah, with Utah, man, that's tough, yo. That's tough to have a 2-0 lead, then to be at home after having a 3-1 lead on Denver last year. I'm sure this really, really frustrates a player like Donovan Mitchell. And you wonder once again with these big time players in these super, super, super small markets, you got to build a winner with them. You got to build a championship contender with these players for them to want to stick around. Because besides playing for a championship contending type of team, what superstar? I mean, I get it, John Stockton, Carmelo back in the day, but what superstar seriously is okay with just playing in Utah? Unless, like I said, they are a real championship contender on a season in a season out basis. But shout out to the Clippers finally breaking through, getting to the Western Conference Finals. Terrence Mann was spectacular, and for Utah, they got to pick up the pieces. This one gonna sit with them for a while in the offseason, yo. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm going to have Miami Heat and NBA content throughout the year. Also on Mondays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 4 Pacific, I do a live Q&A for an hour long. Come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should jump in and be some good stuff. Until then, y'all have a blessed one. Let's go Heat.